Hey guys, welcome back to Rustaholic. My name is Patrick, and we are still working on my 69 Fury. And I thought for this episode we were actually going to be done, but it's much worse than that. Let me show you what we got going on here. Unfortunately, what we have here is a sound that you don't want to hear after spending as much time as we have on this engine rebuilding it. I'm going to get it started just for a second, just so you can see where we're at. And then we got to dive into some diagnostics here. So let me show you what we're working with. Hear that? So that's no good. And you can see that that sound does increase with the RPMs. And it didn't make that sound when I very first started it up. When I first started it up, I did not hear that sound. But within 2 to 3 minutes of it being started, I actually had my timing gun out and I was messing with it, and it started making that sound. Talk about depressing, but hey, I missed something, so we got to figure out what it is. So I think we'll just step into some diagnostic modes and try to figure out where the sound's coming from. Okay, here's my plan of attack. I know it's something that's rotating, and to be honest, it sounds like it's pretty deep down in here. I really don't think it's the alternator. I don't think it's the power steering fluid. I don't even think it's the power steering pump. Other than that, there's not a lot of things spinning around in here. But first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the belts off, and I'm going to spin the pump myself by hand and see if I hear anything. If I don't, then we'll go ahead and start the car again, see if we still hear it. If we still hear it, we're going to move further south and see how that works out. So first things first, let's remove these belts out of the way. All right, we took the belts off. I can hear the water sloshing around in there, but I'm not hearing any taps. Not hearing anything from here. And nothing from here. So I'm pretty certain that we didn't find anything else yet, so maybe we go here next. But I'm going to start it one more time and just confirm that we didn't change anything. Wait a minute, it's quieter. Am I crazy? I don't hear it anymore. I'm not hearing it anymore. Okay. Am I crazy? I heard it for just like a second and then it went away. So what's that about? All right, let's put all the belts back on, tighten everything up, and try it again. some tension on it and it starts making a sound, you take the belts off, it doesn't make a sound. It's going up. Let's just loosen everything up and see if it makes any difference. Like, this isn't that tight, you know? All right, are you still recording? Belts are legit sloppy. Like, there is no tension on them at all. Like, barely anything. I don't know. Let's start it. See what happens. All right, I'm gonna take them off again. I mean, this is the game we're playing. All right, we're gonna take off power steering. We're just gonna take off the power steering. Let's go one at a time. Alternator still hella loose. No power steering. This thing is so loose, but it seems like it was trying to go away. What is going on here? Is there something? All right, both belts totally gone now. Now it's making the sound. Okay, well that was weird. Did my harmonic balancer go bad? Did I not put that pulley on correctly? How is that possible? That thing can only go on one way, right? Alright, let's pull the pulley off. We'll pull the pulley off and see if it makes any sound then. If it still makes the sound, then we gotta go deeper. I don't know, maybe that harmonic balancer is bad. Maybe I put it in too far. I don't know. Let's see. All right, I've got the pulley off and I'm not seeing anything too crazy on it except right on the inside lip here. Probably can't even see that, but I can see it's like rubbed off from like here to here. Just right on here on this top inside lip. Otherwise, everything else is still painted, but from right here to right here. But even with that, that would be hitting the very outside edge of the water pump pulley. But I'm not even seeing anything really on the water pump pulley that looks like it's touching, you know? I mean, oh, maybe right there. I just don't even know. All right, but here we go. We've got the pulley off. So now let's start it again and see if we get any sound at all. Because if it is the pulley bumping against the water pump, well then that's something. I don't even know, but it's something. Let's see. So it's louder than ever. We have everything off that spins except the harmonic balancer. What the heck? But it got quiet there for a second in that last test before I pulled the pulley. Now it doesn't like it. So I start to pull the harmonic balancer out. I mean, that thing is like 1.5 inches. I mean, it could come out 1/8 without too much trouble. All right, let's see if we can pull the harmonic balancer out like 1/8 and see if it makes any difference at all. All right, that's the new plan. All right, so I can't get to the crankshaft bolt with my impact gun because I don't have one of those 90-degree jobbies. Even with the swivel connectors, I still can't get a good lock on it. And trying to do it by hand just moves the crank. So I don't know if you can see it, but I got this chain bolted to my power steering pump into a bolt that's into one of the harmonic balancer pulley bolts. So the idea is it won't be able to rotate and I'll actually be able to crack that loose. So the other thing, I don't know if you can hear this, that is the little metal shield behind the harmonic balancer that's right up against the timing cover. And I think that sounds a lot like the sound that I'm hearing. So I don't know for sure, but it certainly sounds like it. So maybe that thing is hitting the timing cover somehow. I don't know. But we're gonna pop this thing, try to get this popped free and maybe pull it out. But having a hard time with this bolt. Let's see if this MacGyver maneuver works. Or if Patrick gets hurt today. Oh. It's bending all the stuff. Bending the bolt. So that was a good plan. It just didn't work. So good thing I pulled that out when I did, because trying to get that out would have been a bear. Yikes. All right. I found this in my air tool drawer. It's from a yard sale years ago. Have not used it in some time. Don't even know if it works. Seems to be spinning. All right, let's try it. Maybe this will work. All right, I have revised my original chain idea with a much shorter bolt. because the 90-degree right angle impacts are expensive, and my little 3/8 air tool did not seem to work. So we're going to try this again. Hopefully we'll get it this time. Whew. Come on, let's do it. Ooh, that's a knuckle buster. Oh, it turned. It turned. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. We're in business. We got it. All right, next step. I'm going to grab the puller. We're going to pull this out just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch. And let's see if that makes any difference whatsoever. All right, you can see it's pretty tight in here. But I got my puller on it, and I pulled it just a little, like maybe a 1/16, maybe an 1/8. I don't know, not even. But we're going to try it right there and just see if that makes any difference at all. All right, puller's out. I did put the crankshaft bolt back in, you know, safety. And let's try it. So we didn't move it very much, but let's see if it makes any difference at all. I'm going to say not really. I don't think that made any difference. So let's do this. Let's pull it out just a little bit further. Just a little bit. And run this test again. Let's try that. Alright, I pulled it out a little bit further. This is a solid 1/8 for sure. Maybe 3/16, but this is definitely a little bit more. I'm wondering if that little piece of metal back there behind the harmonic balancer is actually hitting something, or it's bent. That's possible. But anyway, let's start it up again and see if this makes any difference. I still hear the sound. Starting to think it's inside the cover, but here's my thought: is that harmonic balancer is pretty thick. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit further. I just want to make sure, as far as I can go, that little metal piece or whatever in the back is not actually bent or something. I should be able to pull it far enough away that there's no way that it could be hitting the cover. But I don't know. I guess if we eventually pull it all the way off, then we know where we need to go next. So. All right, here we go. I'm out at about 1/4 at this point, and I can actually see the lip of the cover behind the harmonic balancer shield there, so you can kind of see that. So let's give it one more try, see if we hear any sounds. Definitely still hearing it. All right then. I think we're going to pull this thing out. Let's take a look at it from the other side. Maybe there's something we're missing. Okay, it's out. And though it's not clear to me why, I'm definitely seeing little shards of blue paint in here. And oh yeah, there's definite rubbing right along this edge. Here, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Right, see that in the shadow there? Right over here? That's all worn to bare metal on the inside edge there. Which means that paint should be totally removed from underneath. So let's go down and take a look, see if we can get a better look at that. All right, might be a little hard to see here, but on the bottom you can see where the cover is well painted. As you go up to the top, you can see where all the paint has been rubbed off. So that it's definitely hitting there. On that from about 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock is where it's hitting. The other side seems to be fine. So yep, that's where it's happening. Don't suppose you can start an engine without a harmonic balancer, can you? That's probably bad. Everything in my person is saying that that's bad. Probably shouldn't do that. All right, let's figure out what the next steps are then. All right, I think we've done as much diagnostic as we can. At the end of the day, I think I'm gonna replace this. I'm gonna at least buy another one and see if I still get the same results, because that's weird. Maybe this thing just blew out, but when we put it in before going to Daytona, we didn't have this problem. So maybe I dented this somehow. I don't even know. It looks okay, but obviously it's rubbing somewhere. Anyway, I think this is going to call it for this episode. I will go ahead and get a new one of these, and we'll see if that does any better. I hope you're enjoying them. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any idea what I'm doing or have some thoughts on what the next step would be if this was your car, please put them in the comments, because I'm definitely reading them, because this is a little bit out of my zone. But let me know if I missed anything in the diagnostics, or you think what I should do for next steps here to get this resolved. So anyway, thank you all very, very, very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.